Well, it's time for us to get into the papers. And it's a Monday, so, all the papers have really come out guns blazing. And so many things happening over the weekend. And to help me go through the papers this morning, I have Vivian Kailoko. She is the head of news right here at ChannelOne TV and 97.3 CDFM. And all things bright and beautiful. Hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic. I have had a great weekend.
Oh, what happened?
Well,
the weekend that
rested
made
well.
it great.
Rested well, follow the news, see what's happening around. And then I was at Peja over the weekend, at the Goethe Center.
Okay.
Yeah, Goethe Institute, yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to, experience some of the arts, the reading and the books and all of that. With my book out as well. My book was on display
you're part
as well.
of that.
So I'm part of the fraternity.
Yeah, that fraternity. Oh, well, well done.
Yeah. I can call myself an author.
No, you are. You are an author.
It's amazing.
An
It's
African
amazing.
author.
No, it's
proud
amazing.
one.
Yeah.
For that matter.
Yeah.
So when is the next book? You said November.
No. Oh no, I didn't say November.
Really?
Did I say November?
I got
You're putting pressure on me, please.
Of
I beg.
the first one, you said November. Oh, okay.
No.
So what did you
I'm
say?
looking at March.
Oh, really? That's what you said?
I'm looking at March.
Okay.
Yeah.
So March it is.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so let's get into the dailies.
Okay, I'll start with the Herald. It has the pictures of the man and woman at the moment, which is the Right Honorable Alban Bagbin, Alex Afenyo-Markin, Castle Atufos, and of course, Justice Gertrude Tokonu, the Chief Justice. So they are the four big guys and lady now, based on what is happening.
Yeah.
Well, the story or how it's captured by the Herald, it says Ghana's democracy caught up in Game of Thrones as MPs and Supreme Court judges tussle over rule of law. Also, still with that paper, they say 8 police officers allegedly beat and injure Baka Vomawo in custody. And then finally from that paper, which is the Herald, it says Iyoko staff bust for COP Mami Tiwa sparks controversy over approval and venue. So those are the big stories from the Herald.
Okay.
By our very good friend, Larry Allens Dogbe.
All right. Let me give you one from another very good friend of ours, Elvis Dako, the News Center. So the News Center newspaper says MPA warns against use of charcoal and firewood for cooking. We've known this for a long time, the adverse health effects, and then of course, the impact on our climate and all of that. So the MPA is renewing its call, its warning call on the use of charcoal and firewood. NDC MPs snub Supreme Court ruling, insists on being majority despite possible ramifications. Government selects Quam LMI to complete Saglemi housing project. And we have Kwewu Omanhene refutes distillment claims. And NLA unveils newly refurbished 250-seater Brennan Hall. Okay, so that's what the News Center has for us.
Okay, the Republic Press, still on the issues from last week. It says Bawumia mocks NDC over 24-hour majority status.
Okay.
NDC vows to defend majority seat despite Supreme Court ruling. And Salif Wamako has been speaking. He's been defending his son. He says he didn't carry a gun to kill. And then, still with the Republic Press, Vomawa was not beaten. Police set record straight. And I am the one Ghana needs. This is Alan Shermantin speaking.
Okay.
Following his walk in the Ashanti region over the weekend.
Well, let's go to the Chronicle. And the Chronicle says, Bawumia fires NDC. Secure your majority from voters and not in Parliament. Okay. Quam LMI Consortium selected to complete Saglemi housing project. Why Supreme Court overturned Bagbin's orders? And have they overturned the orders?
Well, they're saying
They
that
say
they
they are
should wait. They
staying.
should hold with anything.
Yeah,
that they're
staying
doing.
the not
You
necessarily.
said it's vacant. They're
Yeah.
saying no,
Hold
with
on.
that. So
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
all a matter of
NS
the brochure you use.
I know, right? NSS is now an authority. Okay, so it's no longer a National Service Secretariat. It's National Service Authority. Okay. And the scripture for today, as Chronicle always has an interesting scripture. Today's one says, wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. Proverbs 13, verse 11. Okay.
Okay, let me take you to the new publisher whose tagline is hide nothing, fear nothing.
Okay.
Well, they say, my son did not kill anyone with a gun. Stop the noise. Bishop Salifo Amwako speaking. And then still with a new publisher, NPP still majority as court stops Backbin from sacking 4 MPs. And then on the National Service Authority, Akufo-Addo establishes National Service Authority. Initiative saves Ghana 3 billion cedis annually. So that's from the new publisher.
All right, let's go to the Daily Guide. And it says here, we don't invent majority. Baumia jabs NDC. Foreign Ministry rubbishes $38.2 million visa claim. We have Supreme Court vacates Speaker, reinstates 4 MPs. Kwawihine not destood, Traditional Council speaking. We have here Nana launches National Service Authority, and Police refute Bakavomawo assault allegation. That's what the Daily Guide has for us on their headline.
Okay, let me take you to the Informer. They say Supreme Court ruling, NDC MPs threatened showdown, but law professor advises Parliament to comply with order. Still with that, Professor Faulds Speaker argues declaration of intent doesn't shift allegiance. And then Ayikwe on that, he says, you are okro-mouthed, mocking the NDC over what happened. And then we won't accept LGBTQI plus activities, Baumia speaking. And finally, from the Informer, brains build nations, not natural resources. NAPO extols virtues of free SHS.
Anyway.
But why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm looking at you
that.
like that because over the weekend, I found, in fact, towards the end of last week, I found a website. It's one of these global websites that does rankings, you know. And there was a ranking of IQs around the world, average IQs, national IQ. So it's like, not the most intelligent people, though, but the average of your IQs.
And where was?
Ghana is not good. We are 190.
Okay, and that
Out of 200 and something nations, we are 190.
we'll get there.
You will get there.
One step at a
When?
time, very soon.
But Napo says it's brains that develop nations.
Yes.
We were at, our IQ is at 58 point something. And it's like 190.
Small, small. Have you heard of the famous Ghanaian statement? Small, small.
Well,
It will be.
the Chronicle says that what whoever gathers little by little will increase it.
So going by what we say all the time as Ghanaians,
small.
it could be.
Wobashe.
That's all I'll say.
The Ghanaian publisher says Supreme Court overturns Bagbin's ruling to Forsen insists he won't obey court orders. NLA unveils refurbished ultra-modern Brennan Hall. We have Dasabre Ekwama, Japan II refutes distillment claims. And Akufo-Addo launches National Service Authority initiative saves Ghana 3 billion Ghana cedis annually. Okay, it'll be interesting to find out how that actually works out, you know. So yes, so that's what the Ghanaian publisher has.
Okay, let me take you to today newspaper. Indum encourages and supports Edi Naman SHS, and also Kwame Kufu faults Supreme Court over vacant seats ruling.
Okay. The Inquisitor here says, ICE on deal. and this is regarding the merger of VRA, BPA, ECG, and NETCO. Senior staff of entities shamed over lies. Okay, we have nearly 80,000 girls are forced into marriage. Or let me read that properly. It says nearly 80,000 girls are into forced marriage.
Okay.
This is coming from the Ghana Statistical Service report. 80,000.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a huge number. That's a huge number into forced marriages. Wow. Kwewu Omahene not destooled. And Napo shares free SHS gains at Memphis University. And we have a digital overhaul, how NSS is using technology to eliminate fraud. And finally, NDC set for showdown in Parliament.
Okay, let me take you to the Daily Analyst, still on the Parliament issue. They say Supreme Court overturns Bagman's orders, directs Parliament to recognize 4 MPs. Avoid chaos and anarchy on Tuesday, Gabi advises Parliament. And also, Mahama will establish inland port in Northeast, NDC youth activists. Still on the Daily Analyst, Asasia Bank, then they say Kwewu Hine still on the throne after failed destolment by detractors, gets massive support from Kwewu's. And then still with the paper, second Deputy Speaker position vacant, Agboja speaking there. And then finally, digital overhaul, NSA using technology to eliminate fraud. That's the NSS. And that will now be NSA Executive Director, National Service Authority Director speaking over there.
Okay, so the custodian. Settlement Housing Project gets investor. And this is the earlier story we read about Quam LMI taking over. Ekufado opens biggest urology and nephrology center. This is in Kolebu. It's this urology and nephrology center of excellence in Kolebu. Baumia mocks dreamy NDC over manufactured majority in Parliament. And we have Supreme Court foil speakers coup in quotes against 4 MPs. I'm not sure. Some of the headlines are a bit odd because I'm not sure it's a coup. Constitution says what it says. It's just, you know. Anyway, matter de court.
Maybe you didn't say a coup. Would have caught your attention?
So
it served its purpose.
Okay. NSA uses technology to eliminate fraud, and this is regarding the newly, should I say newly minted National Service Authority.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me take you to the BNFT. GSE sees 230% surge in value of shares traded by third quarter of 2024. Also, rural banks make remarkable breakthrough in digital banking. So far, recorded about 700,000 transactions valued at 324 million Ghana cedis. And also, mining sector top tax contributor with a record 11.55 billion Ghana cedis. Right.
Okay. My final paper here is the Daily Searchlight, and it says an unnecessary constitutional crisis. NDC caucus defies Supreme Court. Battles fisticuffs expected in Parliament this week. And I really do pray we don't get to that. There's no need for fisticuffs in Parliament. It's an honorable house, and everybody is expected to behave honorably. We have Kwewu Hine still at post. VIP Baumia commissions phase 2 of Chachadu hydropower plant, fulfills promise to Hohoi EPSHS. Let's keep working hard for decisive victory in December. This is Baumia speaking. And I am still strong because of my Ashanti spirit. And this is coming from Alan Shermateng. All right, let's do some online stories.
Sure.
And then we'll delve into some details. Let me go to ChannelOneNews.com. And my son didn't kill anyone with a gun. It was an accident. Salifo Marcos speaking. We'll use our new status to cancel e-levy and other taxes. Minority leader is speaking. Ghanaians don't know the truth. All they do is talk. Salifou Amakun there again. Baka Voma was not assaulted in custody. This is coming from the police. And LGBTQ plus not part of our culture. I'll never accept it, says Baumia. And so on. There's another story here that says record number of Ghanaians and Nigerians deported from UK in single flight. Wow. It'll be interesting. I want to know more in that story, so we'll look at that a bit later. Let me take you to citynewsroom.com. We also have here, does the Supreme Court consider public opinion in its ruling? Hannah Tete is asking a question there. Stop talking. My son didn't kill anyone with a gun. Salifou Amakun there speaking. We will jealously protect our new majority status to forcing speaking. And let me give you one more. You have disgraced me. Salifou Amakun condemns attack on journalists. All right, so those are some of the headlines. You can go over to citynewsroom.com as well as ChannelOneNews.com for your credible news updates. But we're going to delve into some stories.
Right, let me give you details. I'll start with Salifou Amakun defending his son. Then I'll bring you some angles around the NDC vowing to defend the majority status.
All right.
So Salifou Amakun defends son. This is from the Republic Press. They say Bishop Salifou Amakun, father of the 16-year-old involved in the East Legon accident that claimed 2 lives, has called for calm. Addressing his congregation, he expressed frustration with speculation surrounding the incident, describing it as an unfortunate event, not a deliberate act. Bishop Amakun defended his son, stating, quote, "It was an accident. My son did not carry a gun to kill anybody," unquote. He attributed public interest to his prominent status. The accident sparked widespread debate and scrutiny. Bishop Amakun urged patience, trusting, quote, "the Lord will intervene," unquote, and the truth will emerge. So that's the latest from Bishop Salifou Amakun on the accident.
Okay.
Our condolences, though, to the families that,
family.
you know,
the 2 girls.
lost their loved ones. Did I tell you that one of them, his mom was my mate in school, so this is very close.
It's very close, yeah.
So Mary Jane Mensah, now Mary Jane Boateng.
Yeah.
Condolences to you. May the good Lord help you through this difficult time.
Yes. Very much so.
From all of us.
It's a tough thing.
Agosa fraternity.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. No, it's a very tough situation that you don't wish on even your worst enemy. Yeah. It's not. Yeah. Anyway, do you have some other ones? So
let me take you to the Parliament story. Now, the minority leader in Parliament, this is still from the Republic Press, Dr. Kasala Forson, has reaffirmed his caucus's determination to defend their parliamentary majority despite a Supreme Court ruling that temporarily halts a decision by the Speaker of Parliament, Albert Bagbin. Now, this decision comes after Speaker Bagbin declared 4 parliamentary seats vacant on Thursday, October 17, due to 3 sitting members of Parliament announcing their intention to contest the 2024 general elections as independent candidates, and the second Deputy Speaker, Andrew Amoako Isiama, stating his plan to contest the upcoming elections under the banner of the NPP. Now, the Speaker's declaration would have shifted the balance of power in Parliament, granting the opposition National Democratic Congress caucus a slight edge, with 136 members compared to the NPP's 135. Now, this shift in numbers could have tipped the scales in favor of the NDC, making them the majority in the House. So, of course, we'll see what will happen tomorrow. We'll hope that they will be calm about whatever plans both sides have. And we'll be bringing that live on TV and radio.
We need to be calm.
And City 97.3.
We need to be calm. We need to be calm. I don't like what the Daily Searchlight said, talking about battle ready and the fisticuffs in Parliament and all those kinds of things. No,
well,
that's not what we want.
We don't want that.
Where we are in a democracy, I would like to think that we are mature enough to be able to talk through our issues. And, you know, of course, not too long ago, we had the issue of Carlos Ahenkra in Parliament, which was, I mean, I think a lot of people felt it was a very terrible blight on our democracy. Even that, as it happened, was, you know, so really we don't want.
We don't want to see anything similar.
No,
tomorrow.
we don't
It's not
at all,
necessary.
at all. Completely
So
unnecessary.
let's see how it goes.
Yeah. I wanted to take a look at this Saglemi housing project story. Yeah, government selects Quam LMI to complete Saglemi housing project. Now, the government has selected Quam LMI as the preferred developer to complete the long-stalled Saglemi housing project. Now, according to the press release from the Ministry of Works and Housing, this decision follows an extensive negotiation process led by a government team which included representatives from the Ministry of Finance, the Office of the Attorney General, and the Ministry of Justice and Deloitte, with technical evaluation support from the Ghana Institute of Surveyors. Now, a quick quote here. As part of the redevelopment, the government and the developer will both recover their investments when the project is completed, the statement added. And there are various aspects in terms of the breakdown of the story goes through the whole process of how much money has been spent so far and how much money is required to complete the project and so on. So you can grab a copy of the News Center newspaper, and on page 10 that story is nicely broken down there.
Okay, I'll take you to the new publisher and bring you two stories. One to do with alleged beating of Oliver Barker-Vomawo, and the police has been reacting. Now, the story by the new publisher says the Ghana Police Service has denied circulating reports claiming that officers beat Oliver Barker-Vomawo. In a press release issued on October 20th, 2024, the police stated, quote, "This is yet another attempt by the accused and his associates to court public sympathy. We therefore urge the public to disregard it," unquote. The Office of the Attorney General is prosecuting the case against Barker-Vomawo. On October 16, 2024, the High Court granted him bail set at 20,000 Ghana cedis with 2 sureties. However, the police noted that several attempts to execute the bail have failed because Barker-Vomawo has been unable to procure the necessary sureties. So that's from the new publisher.
Okay. Now, the story here that says Akufo-Addo launches National Service Authority, and the initiative saves Ghana $3 billion annually. This story is in the Ghanaian publisher, and let me just read portions of that. We have here the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has formally launched the National Service Authority, NSA, established under the National Service Authority Act 2024, that's Act 1119. And this initiative aims to transform the National Service Scheme into a fully fledged authority with a focus on youth empowerment and national cohesion, playing a pivotal role in Ghana's development. President Akufo-Addo, in an address, stressed the importance of nurturing responsible citizens with a strong sense of patriotism. All right, now it goes on to say here, a key point of the President's address was the financial benefits of the new initiative. He revealed that the scheme saved the nation over 3 billion Ghana cedis annually in personnel costs, thanks to the significant difference between the stipends of the National Service personnel and the salaries of regular public servants. Okay. Does that mean you're going
We are calculating that.
No, I'm wondering.
I don't know, I don't know whether the salaries
if it says it saves them.
So is it through ghost names or what exactly? I think
I don't
get
quite
more details on that, because I was wondering as well the connection.
Exactly. Yeah, well, how does it? Because a regular salary, you would imagine that they will earn more than the national service. So then, how does that, anyway, so you can grab the Ghanaian publisher.
Okay, and Kweku, finally from me, from the Daily Analyst, Kwewu Hine is still on the throne. So the story says the kingmakers of the Kwewu traditional area and the eastern region have dismissed the alleged stooling of Kwewu Hine Dasebre Ekwama Ejapon II. On Saturday, some elders masquerading as kingmakers claimed to have destooled him, contrary to laid down customs and procedures. However, a press statement from the Office of the Omahini of the Kwewu traditional area rejected the charges of destooling, underlining that the illegal conduct is a disrespect to Kwewu's valued legacy and customs.
Super. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Kwewu.
very much for that.